it's game day. Saints' first game of the season. We're all decked out. This is the game I usually like to cook, I guess, wedding food. So our game is in a few hours, but this is going to be our supper. I was trying to think of things that we could all eat. We can just kind of pick, you know, maybe even after during the game or for supper like that, something that's quick. So we are going to we're going to make some duck meatballs. Pre-cook them a little bit in the oven. Put them in our crock pot. My husband went to the store yesterday for me and purchased some gluten-free brown gravy mix. This was at Walmart. I think he paid $1.80 for it. So we're gonna have some meatballs and some brown gravy and some little sausages and some Jack Miller's barbecue sauce. So let's do this. All right. So, first thing we're gonna put is our duck. I took some of that we had, ground it up. It is 1 pound of duck. Put in the food processor, it's all ground up. All right, so if you can see it, this is ground duck. Mixed with a little bit of pork. Okay. I have to wash that. Next is going to be, we're making cheesecake. So 1 pound of duck mixed with a little bit of pork and some seasoning. Okay. There goes our duck with pork. All right, next is we're gonna put some ground turkey in here, Italian style ground turkey. It's a 1 pound. We're gonna put that in there too. Your action what kind? It's 85-15. No hormones, no steroids, no artificial flavors. Good stuff. All right, so we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna put our combiner, which is gonna be our egg. Hopefully egg is one enough. If not, we'll put another one. All right. Next, I have breadcrumbs. This is about a cup of breadcrumbs, and you're asking, well, Tina, that's not gluten-free. So a couple of months ago, before I started making my own gluten-free bread, I bought bread at the store, the gluten-free bread. This is the butt, the 2 ends. I saved them all. This is probably about 6 or 8 of them. And I toasted them up in the toaster, and I just cut them up. This is gluten-free bread. Because I knew I was going to need it, and actually it's been in my freezer. And it's mixed with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Gluten-free bread. All right. So, oh look, I've got a little piece still in there. Woo. All right. Now, we're going to season it up a little bit. My family yesterday had barbecue. We had some barbecue sauce left in a bowl. I do not want to throw this, and no, you can't put it back in the bowl because it's contaminated, because it had the raw sausage in it. So I'm just going to throw that in for liquid. I don't want to throw it away. So if you're wondering, it's probably about 1/4 of a cup of KC Masterpiece, I think, barbecue sauce. It was left in the bowl, and I didn't want to throw it. Okay? Now, we're going to season. The duck was somewhat seasoned, but the turkey, of course, is not. So we're going to season it up. We're not going to make it too spicy. My son's girlfriend, she doesn't really like too much of a spicy food, and she's going to be eating supper with us. So we're not gonna put too much in there, okay? Garlic powder. Oh, I forgot, yeah. People have called me, contacted me about measurements, okay? They say that I sprinkle everything in and I don't measure it. Yes, it's a force of habit. Been cooking, oh man, since I was 8 years old. After a while, you just stop measuring things. So let's figure this out. It does, like, let's do a little repeat just in case somebody is writing this down. Because people like, Tina, go a little slower. I'm writing it down. So if you want to write the ingredients so far in the bowl, it's 1 pound of duck and pork kind of mixed together, but there's more duck in it. It was given to us. And then 1 pound of ground turkey. All right. 1 cup of gluten-free breadcrumbs. 1 egg. Any egg. No, it doesn't have to be cage-free or anything like that. I wish I could buy those. They're very expensive. So we just buy regular eggs at Target, because Target is actually cheaper than Walmart. All right. Sprinkled a little bit of ground paprika in there, a little bit of salt, and garlic powder. So garlic powder is probably, I'd have to guess, about 2 tablespoons. Yes, it's a lot, but we like garlic powder. This was probably only about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. All right. So I'm only going to put a little bit of pepper, like a little bit, and that's it. That was still kind of dry. We're gonna, we'll put a little bit of mustard in it. I like it with mustard in it. Whoops. We got flying turkey. We're going to put the oven on. We're going to cook them just enough that they're not falling apart. And then this afternoon, probably during halftime for the game, I'm going to just put it in the crock pot on low, and they're going to finish cooking in the brown gravy. All right. So, duck meatballs.
Duck, pork, and turkey.
Yes, duck, pork, and turkey. I'm sorry. So it flies, it gobbles, and
Oinks.
it oinks. That looks pretty good. Look, it's gonna all stick together.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me take the rings off. Do not get dirty, because I do not want that in there. My ground gravy. We're probably gonna eat leftovers, all right? Then we're probably gonna take those leftovers and make like maybe meatball subs. You can put that on. I have gluten-free bread I'm making right now, or you can get hot dog buns or French po' boy bread, and you could get leftovers. Could be, a meatball sub. Whatever you prefer. All right, so put this in there. Make sure there's no grease spot in the oven. We're gonna set it on 350 degrees. So, all right. Now these are not gonna be big because it's just little cocktail meatballs. Yes, you can buy them at the store, but I cannot find any that's gluten-free. But I have looked at Target, Walmart, Sam's, Rouse's. That's all we have here, unless I go to like maybe Trader Joe's, but that's over an hour away in New Orleans, because we're an hour south of them. I can't find any gluten-free meatballs anywhere. All right, so I'm gonna roll up these bad boys and put them in here, and then I'll show you the next step. All right. If I do like this, it did it right. You see all those videos, people stab their fingers, and it's poof, it's done. Now, it took about 15 minutes or so. This is what it looks like. I took my cast iron, my big one and my small one. This is the 1 pound of the duck mixed with pork, and then the 1 pound of the turkey. All right, seasoned up. I have my ovens on. I'll be actually using all 3 of them. This is gonna be meatballs. I have homemade bread. So in a few days for us to have meatball subs. And then next is going to be really special that I am very excited about. We are making Copeland's cheesecake. That's gonna be next. Sorry for the bobbin on my face. One, in Louisiana, it's supposed to be incredibly hot today. We're supposed to get to 113, so all we're doing now is staying inside and hydrating because it's unbelievably hot outside. 2, my mixer motor making some funky sounds when I was making my bread, and I think my motor in my mixer is going out, and I do not have $700 for a new KitchenAid professional white mixer yet. So yes, somebody does cry when their mixer goes out. So, you know, I'm very sad my mixer's going out, and I need to really buy me a KitchenAid. So, all right, so we're gonna put the meatballs in this oven. All right. Yes, we have our cast iron. We're cooking our cast iron. It all goes in the oven. If you want to come see it. All right. This is at 350 degrees. All right. Let's see if we can bend down and see it. All right. 350 degrees. It's only going to be about 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to cook it just enough, and then we're going to put it in our crock pot after it completely cools. We put some brown gravy in there, whatever can fit in here. The rest, we're actually saving it. Like I said, for the meatball gravy subs. Our finished product will be on our shorts on YouTube. So please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Without all of this, we do appreciate everyone that has been about 5 weeks now, 5 weeks today. We have been posting. I appreciate the calls and the DMs and the emails and people saying how much they actually love it and they're trying it. I have older people generation that are saying that, you know, somebody came up to me and said they were in a rut, they had nothing to watch, you know, their nights were boring, and they're now sitting in their chairs in the living room in their pajamas and watching our videos and making it, and they're making them happy and they're putting a smile on their face. So if we could do that, I am eternally grateful. If there's anything y'all would like us to make, or y'all know that, you know, if y'all have a visit in New Orleans and y'all had it and y'all want us to show you how to make it, please let us know. We hope that you have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. Don't forget to check out our next video. We are making Copeland's cheesecake, and be the reason someone smiles today, not struggles. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. All right, our duck meatballs are done. There's one. Oh, we turn off the oven. There's 2. Okay, turn off the hot oven. So, basically we're just gonna put it in our crock pot. Get a little spoon, you know, action going on. Watch our little towel. See a towel? Let's see. We're gonna take the meatballs and we're just gonna put them in here. All right. We're gonna just take all the meatballs, put them in here, and then see all that stones, see all that stuff at the bottom of the pan. Don't throw that. That's seasoning. Once that pan cools off, I'm gonna put some beef stock in there. and I'm gonna make a gravy, and I'm gonna pour it right over on top of these. Now these are not 100% done yet. They're not cooked all the way. We wanted that. We just wanted them to stick together because we're gonna put it in the crock pot. Put the crock pot on low, and it will finish cooking in the gravy. So it still probably has, you know, if it's on low for the crock pot, it's gonna probably need about an hour or so. This is just so when people stir it, it doesn't break apart. All right. So this, that's the restons. You see that at the bottom? That's your flavor. And you see how very little fat they have too. That's awesome.
Yeah, totally.
So it's all lean meat. All right. We're gonna take these, just put them in a side, and probably give it to my daughter for in her lunch this week. All right. So like I said, we'll take the meatballs. We'll make a. We get the packet out again. We're gonna try this packet of gravy mix instead of doing it from scratch. Gluten-free gravy mix. Mix it in there. Pour it in here. And you got yourself some meatballs for your Saints game.